Hello everyone, welcome back to Mindful and Mellow. Today we're going to use the Morgan Greer Tarot deck to do an intuitive tarot reading for the upcoming week. What you need to know, what's coming at you. And the week is April 14th, 2025. So we'll do it for the upcoming week. This card got stuck. There's a couple of them that got stuck there. So anyway, I'm just going to shuffle this. We'll pull some cards, we'll pull some clarifiers if needed. We'll just kind of get a sense intuitively what comes up and what could face you this week. So I'll give you something to kind of keep in mind as we head into the busy work week. So let's pull a few cards. As usual, if anything has potential nudity on it, I will cover it up with a Splenda packet so that it doesn't prevent it from posting on social media. Okay, so first card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Six of Swords. We have the High Priestess. Love it. Seeing these, look at these deep blues here. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus a little bit better. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, I love that card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the World card. Now, that might be perceived as nudity, so I'm going to cover her up. I'm going to cover her up with that Splenda packet and hope that this posts. All right, so couple of things. I think you're heading into a busy work week. I think that the Eight of Pentacles is all about kind of like honing your craft, but kind of like busy working, heads down, kind of focused on like what's that? Oh, the task at hand. I just got focused on the task at hand. Task at hand came to me, but this person is also like evolving and developing a deep skill. So if you might find you're sought after this week. Or in the coming weeks, because someone might see you as kind of like a master of what you do, having a lot of knowledge and experience in something. So that's kind of what I'm getting with this Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Swords is really about like moving on to calmer shores. So maybe it's been a kind of crazy few weeks where you could be moving into a quiet period of time, a little bit more. There's going to be more time to maybe focus on things that you haven't been able to focus on. That's kind of what I'm getting, because it's going to be a little bit quieter. So if business has been busy, I know in the world there's been a lot going on here, especially here in the United States with tariffs and all this other talk. This could be a signal that we are moving into a quieter week, which is actually a breath of fresh air, if you ask me. Next, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about your intuition, right? This is honing that intuition. This is allowing those messages to come to you and responding to those, right? Sometimes if you got a gut feeling, you feel pulled to in a certain direction. You feel inspired to take a different exit than you normally would. All of these things could bring you down a path that aligns with what you truly want and desire. And sometimes like these things are meant to be. So if you feel that nudge to go into a particular store, if you feel that nudge to go out and meet a friend for drinks, you might meet somebody else there. This could be the person that you end up going on dates with, or you become friends with, or marrying. Who knows? Sometimes those are intuitive hits. That's our intuition coming through. So this is a great week to kind of maybe take some time out, quiet your mind, do a little bit of meditation. The Wheel of Fortune suggests, hey, everything is turning in your favor this week. So again, I feel like we're moving on to calmer shores and things are looking up for you. So if you've been in a rough patch, I do see that maybe it's getting a little bit easier. Things will be going a little bit more in your favor, okay? We definitely see that too with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is all about abundance and kind of building that legacy. This is achieving that financial wealth and independence. Building that legacy kind of goes hand in hand with this, right? Honing that craft. You're really building your skill and your legacy, setting your name apart, so you're the subject matter expert. I'm getting like you're a go-to person for something. So what is that? What does that mean to you? And are you using that effectively and in the way that you really want to? Okay, because I do feel like you're definitely like honing a craft. You're definitely seen as a subject matter expert in something. These two cards next to each other, I love this because the Wheel of Fortune is telling me, wealth and abundance, those kind of things are just attracted to you. The World card here, again, I'm covering it up because there is some possible perceived nudity here. So, the World card is all about, it's about fruition and reaching the end of something, right? Kind of like reaching the end state. This is the 21st card within the Major Arcana. This is the last card in the Major Arcana. We also have this nice wreath, and she's kind of like suspended in air in the wreath. So the world card can represent travel, can just represent, being on top of the world, all of these wonderful things. But it's also a card like having reached a pinnacle, a significant destination. And when I look at this, take a step back, we pulled 6 cards. We have 3 major arcana cards. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the World. 3 of some of my favorite major arcana cards. So overall, I feel like this week is really looking to be a very positive week. I'm going to ask for some clarifying cards. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck just for a few clarifiers. We'll get some more information for you here. But overall, I think this is probably going to be a good week. That blew off. Let me cover this up. God, I hope this posts. I do think it's kind of stupid that the algorithm doesn't identify this as being like illustrations and then not perceived nudity, but I get it. Okay, so clarifiers. Clarifying what we're already here is the Hangman, the Ace of Swords. I love that. And the Seven of Wands, and put one more, 2 of Cups. All right, so for clarifying kind of what we're already seeing here, this could also be you kind of seeing something from a new direction. Maybe you need to see yourself from a new direction, right? From a new position. And I'm getting that in connection with this. Maybe you need to see yourself as a subject matter expert in a particular area. So think about this week. What do you do well? What do you do well at work? What do people come to you for? It might not be work related at all. Do people come to you for advice, financial advice, relationship advice, hair styling advice, whatever it might be? You might be seeing yourself from a different point of view there. It's definitely what I'm getting. The Ace of Swords is that burst of that. This is the potential idea. This is that intuitive hit, if you will. So I'm definitely getting that. So with the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, there could be an intuitive hit or something that comes to you that actually is very exciting, kind of puts you on top, really gets your wheels going, kind of moves you in a new direction. Okay, so be open to that. Be open to that idea that you get. So if you get an idea, don't dismiss something just because it seems unrealistic or perhaps stupid, okay? The 2 of Cups is a great partnership. This could be a partnership in love, as it traditionally is, but it could also be in like a work professional relationship, something along those lines. Could be certainly applicable there. And then we have the Seven of Wands here. So the 7 of Wands is all about, I do see like it being strategic, but this is also being in a position of power, okay? You have the upper hand, so whatever this might be, whether it's in work or something, there's definitely something with you. I'm getting the connection between these two. You're seeing yourself in a new light maybe, and realizing you have some leverage, you have some power, okay? That's what this could be. If you're negotiating a salary, you're negotiating a pay raise, you're like whatever you're positioning yourself for, this could be, you are in a position of power is what I'm getting with this 7 of Wands, because you offer something very special and unique, okay? And people recognize that. So be sure to use that to your advantage. So overall, I think, the week is looking to be shaping up to be very good. I'm going to post this and certainly hope that it actually loads and posts, because I think this is a pretty exciting time. So with that, I thank you for being here, and I'll be back again real soon.